Hello, everyone. We're back with another theme park wizard TV update. Going live, having some bad connection. Um, so that's why the the live streams might be a little slow. So sorry for my bad internet connection, but thank you for joining anyone who's joining right now. So it looks like some articles came out last week, or sorry, a couple days ago, about Orlando and Florida and their potential reopening guidelines. And I decided I'm gonna go discuss that right now instead of making its own video. I was like, man, there's nothing else to talk about on this live stream, so let's do that right now. So, Florida, the state of Florida, again, as you know, is reopened some things such as beaches and I think some businesses. I'm not entirely sure, but um, for other things, they are still closed. But they announced a four-phase plan to reopen things. Um, and Disney World and or Universal Orlando basically fall in phase three. For that to happen, um, they have to, let's see, suggested guidelines for reopening Walt Disney World is listed in the Tuesday report, included tape marking off 6-foot spaces for waiting around the queues and staff regularly wiping down surfaces. So almost like what you see in the Shanghai when the pictures or photos of the Shanghai um, Disneyland, they have those markings, those little stickers on the ground every 6 feet that say "Do not stand here." They have they're like red that say "No standing." Expect to see those at Disney and Universal parks and when they reopen, as well as staff regularly wiping down surfaces. Now there's a new reporter, some new disinfectant that I saw you may have seen that I guess that when you wipe it down, it lasts for 90 days? Or sorry, 90 hours, 90 days, 90 something. I think it's 90 hours. But even if I put that down, I don't know if that means that, or I guess, because I'm not sure. Because if you put the disinfectant down before the park opens, if it really does last 90 hours, and you put the disinfectant down before the park opens, if a guest touched it, does that mean it's like, do you have to put it down again? Or does if does it like if let's say someone has trace of the virus, they're asymptomatic out in the park, and they touch the railing, but the railing has a disinfectant and still in that 90-hour period, will the virus die automatically, or does it they kind of rub it off and they have to put it down again? I'm not entirely sure actually how that works. I was thinking that they'd have to keep disinfecting it as soon as someone touches it, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe if they put it down before park opening, it'll last for 90 hours. Does maybe the virus gets killed? And then they in that case, then they really would only have to wipe down every surface every 90 hours, which is about 24, 46, about 3 or 4 days, so maybe just a couple times a week, which would make reopening and just make kind of cast members' jobs easier in that regard. But the staff who are 65 years and older would be encouraged to stay home, as well as anyone who is experiencing flu-like symptoms, even if they test negative for the virus. So basically, if you're sick and you test negative for the virus, they're asking you to stay home, just in case, because you never know what the sickness could be, and also people just don't want to get sick in general. You don't want to make other people, if it's a cold or just a regular flu, you don't want other people to get sick because then they might get scared and be like, oh my gosh, I have the virus. When it's really just cold or flu, and no one likes to be sick anyway. Mandates recommended the tax ta- the ta- mandates recommended in the task force initial report include all employees would be required to wear face masks. Touchless hand sanitizer stations must be placed at each ticketing entry, turnstile, ride attraction entry and exit. Staff would be required to have a temperature check prior to the shift, and any must be wiped down regularly. Phase one for reopening the park would be we were 50% capacity. In phase two, it's 75% capacity. In phase three, um, we'll be returning to normal. And so those are the recommendations for Orlando, but not for California. California's a little bit stricter. So I know California would implement those same things in Orlando, or like have one policy for both parks, or an Orlando policy and a California policy. Let me know what you guys think below. But it is April 29th. Gosh, it feels like I feel like it should be June already or August. But we still have at least a month left, at least a month left until the parks reopen. LA County expanded its testing today, and we have 1,057 new cases, I think, and 58 new deaths, unfortunately. Although, once again, deaths are a lagging indicator. It's been widely reported that anyone who unfortunately dies from the virus has been in the hospital for like usually roughly they say 13 to 17 days. So basically, after 59 deaths, it's highly likely that most of those 59 deaths, um, those people have unfortunately been suffering, at least in the hospital with the virus for at least probably 2 weeks by now. Which really sucks. I mean, even if you weren't in the hospital for 2 weeks, just having the virus, having symptoms for even if you have symptoms for just 1 of the 2 weeks, if the requires you be in the hospital or just ruins your day, that's terrible, absolutely terrible. So hearts out, prayers and hearts out to all those poor people and the families of those poor people, because what a lot of people don't think about, or maybe they do, but at least what they don't say on the news, at least, is if you know someone, a friend or family member that has passed away from the virus, you can't go say goodbye to them. You have to use Zoom to say goodbye to them because then you'll get it yourself, or you're not even allowed in the hospital. So, see, like your mom, your dad, or your really close friend, or your brother. I mean, and they unfortunately die. I mean, that's terrible. Or your wife, or your husband. You can't say goodbye to them. That's absolutely horrible. Um, And then even bury if you're in New York at least, doesn't seem like you can even, like, get have a proper burial because they're sticking have so many deaths. They're sticking all of them on that or most of them on that Hart Island place, so, I mean, that's the after effects and the psychological effects of, the family members and spouses and loved ones of each of these deaths must be, absolutely horrible, and, I'm knock on wood that it doesn't send them to, like, not just be very bad, in general. So and that's what might be like a secret, not really secret, but be like a unintentional side effect for most people who don't have the virus. Well, they got the virus and recovered, but lost them. And anyone who lost them to the virus might be a wave, like millions of people might have, unfortunately, like depression or as a side effect of losing a loved one and not being able to see them because that would be terrible. If, like, you can imagine one of my loved ones uh, died to the virus and I wasn't able to see them, I'd be quite sad. But so hearts out to those people as well. Um, hopefully are doing a-okay. 'Cause that is tough. But each and every day that goes by, I still sense that ray of hope. Some days are, I must say, some days are better than others. I mean, some days I wake up just angry and like, oh my gosh, this whole thing's terrible. I mean, the whole thing's terrible in general. But some days I feel like worse than others. Like, oh gosh, I'm still here. We're still outside or inside. There's no cure, nothing. But there's always promising news. And today, Gilead, a pharmaceutical company based in California, has made progress, significant progress on a potential treatment. It's not a cure, not a vaccine, but a treatment called Resumvidivar. I don't know what that's called. The scientific names are too hard for me to say, but starts with an R. You've probably seen it. It was kind of all over the news this morning. But I mean, lots of progress. So there's potential those that can be um, mass produced and help out recovery time. So I think they said 15 days to 11 days. Still a long time. But and I don't know if they meant 15 days like in the hospital or just 15 days of having the virus in itself. They mentioned the recovery time can be from 15 days and go from 15 days to 11 days. And if that's from having like the virus since ever since you've got symptoms, not even in the hospital, that would be fantastic. That means it would shorten people's times in hospitals, it would shorten people's time to get better. And the Oxford University is working on a vaccine. They already started human trials a couple of weeks ago. They've been working on this for months, and they said it's been going well. And they said if it continues to go well, they can start distributing a vaccine in September. Which people obviously it's a long time away from now. But if we have this treatment and any other treatments until September, I mean, well, obviously we'll have past September, and we get the vaccine in September, then you know, one social distancing or the social distancing will always continue. But the lockdowns can be eased because the treatment reduces hospital times. Hospitals have more capacity, so the lockdowns can be eased. People can go outside, but practice social distancing at theme parks, movie theaters, restaurants, all that good stuff, beaches, and then people can have this treatment, so get out of the hospital faster and go out and recover, enjoy their lives. And then in September, if all goes well, we can all have a vaccine. And what this Oxford University is doing, they're already making the vaccine, like mass producing the vaccine, even though they're not sure it works. But they're saying if it doesn't work, fine, it doesn't work. But if they continue to have success and it continues to work, then they want to be like, oh, it works. Now let's go make millions of them. They're trying to be proactive and make millions of the vaccine, millions of doses of the vaccine now. So if it continues to work and it gets approved in September, then it can be shipped right away instead of again taking months to produce and make more, which is a good thing. I mean, it kinda sucks if it doesn't work, then they kinda wasted all their money and time building that, but that they're thinking of optimism here. They're obviously fairly confident that it's gonna work because I'm sure even with optimism, they wouldn't spend all the money to mass produce a, vaccine if they were, like, under 50% sure that it was gonna work. So I have pretty high hopes for the September that we can have a vaccine, even if it's just for frontline workers at first. And I think that's what they're discussing. That for frontline workers, initially for frontline workers, because those most more people. I mean, I 100% agree. The first people that should get a vaccine would be doctors, nurses, basically everyone who works at a hospital, and then people who are working essential jobs like grocery stores and delivery services, Amazon employees, that have been testing positive at warehouses. Um, all those employees should definitely get the, vaccine next, and then after that, the general and frontline workers, by the way, I'm also including, not just people who work in the hospitals, but firefighters, sheriffs, policemen, um, even transit workers. I mean, those are frontline essential workers. There are people who still have to go to work each day, like the nurses, and they may not have a car, especially if you're like in New York City. They may still be taking a bus or subway, maybe too far to walk. So the subway, the bus workers, they should all get the vaccine with the frontline workers, and then it should move on to the grocery store people, the deliveries, and then after they're all taken care of, then the general public, the rest of the general public should be able to get a vaccine, and hopefully by January 2021, it could be widely available to the public based on that timeline. But hopefully, get a treatment. Gilead thing works, or any other. There's about 90 vaccines in development, and probably even more treatments in development. So if one of the treatments can work, they can get it out in the next couple months. That'd be fantastic. That can reduce hospital capacity, make people feel better, and sooner, and then we can get back to a new normal. Not I was gonna say normalcy, but I'd be like a new normal. Um, but yeah, how have you guys been spending the quarantine? How have you liked it? I must say, kind of shocking 7 weeks has already gone by. I mean, wow, and we're at, well, like, say, I feel like, yeah, I still count my halfway through the weeks as a Wednesday, so I feel like I'm halfway through the 7th week, and then 8th week will be upon us. Tomorrow is also my birthday. I'll be 24 years old. I plan to just hang out with the family and watch a couple movies. If it's nice and it's supposed to be 80 something, maybe go in the jacuzzi or go swimming. We've been just the family and I have been having barbecues, just what all four of us, and going swimming because in Southern California it's been quite nice, 80s, and over the weekend it was like 90s in the 90s. So I had a nice time barbecuing some hamburgers and going swimming. So maybe tomorrow do the same thing um for my birthday. And definitely I've always been craving since about last week a Baskin Robbins ice cream cake. So I will have a vanilla vanilla with potentially chocolate cake with no, vanilla ice cream and vanilla frosting, chocolate. No, vanilla frosting, vanilla icing, Baskin Robbins ice cream cake. Tomorrow, luckily, thank goodness, Baskin Robbins is still open. Obviously, just for curbside pickup. And there's one down the street from me, so that should be nice. And I think we're having wood ranch for dinner. I don't know if wood ranch is like a national thing. There's only two that I know of, and it's one here in Gore Hills, and two, the second one is at the Grove in West LA or Central LA. I don't know if the Wood Ranch is like a national thing though, but it's super good. It's like really good barbecue. Basically, my favorite is the barbecue tray tip. So I'm excited for that. Lucky I'm knocking wood. I'm lucky to be healthy and alive on my birthday. Unlike some poor people again, are in the hospitals or passed away from the virus before their birthdays or before they can do anything. Um, so I'm just hoping they can hear this soon because it sucks that again 59 additional people died in LA County today. We're a large county and we have 10 million people and only again 20,000 confirmed cases and 1,057 deaths. Plus 1,057 deaths too many in my opinion. So hopefully we find a cure to this virus soon. I hope you guys are enjoying quarantine. Be safe, be healthy, and I'll try to have some more guests on these live streams for they just come up so quick. Believe it or not, during this quarantine, because I try to make a video every single day, and also with some family, and I'm talking to friends and family. So these Wednesdays it come up like real quick. So by the time I want to have reach out to guests to be on these live streams, it it's already like Tuesday already. I'm like, oh gosh, oh shoot, I gotta tomorrow's live stream. I can't have a guest on because but I'll definitely try to reach out to some more guests, see if they wanna be on, because in my opinion, it's certainly more entertaining to have 2 people or more talking in a conversation than just 1. And I believe that, especially with if you're a smaller YouTuber, and not like a big one who has, like, a massive chat going on, um, definitely agree that, um, having more people is better. So I'm gonna try to have some guests for the next Theme Park Wizard TVs in the next future. Comment below what you guys are doing during the quarantine, how you guys are spending your quarantine, and what park and what ride at that park are you going to visit when you can reopen, when things reopen again. Give this big video a big thumbs up, big like, it really helps out, and subscribe if you haven't already for more awesome updates. And as always, have a fantastic day.